What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Stutter Guy. I'm back with another video, and in this video, man, there's a lot to talk about. Definitely a lot to talk about. But instead of just saying it all out right now, I'm gonna go by it one by one, so y'all can follow me along when I do this. Y'all ready? The arrest of Ronald Greene launches probe of Louisiana State Police Unit. A secret panel made up of 7 investigators will determine if officers are targeting black motorists in the state. Remember those 2 words, black motorists, right? Remember those. I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. Louisiana State Police Unit faces an internal investigation regarding the death of Ronald Greene, a black motorist who was brutally assaulted and tased during his 2019 arrest. A secret panel of investigators will determine if officers are targeting black motorists in the state, according to the Associated Press. So, what does that tell you exactly? That tells you that Ronald Greene wasn't the first black man to be tased, beaten, and arrested by white supremacists. No, as a matter of fact, the race soldiers. Yeah, I forgot. The race soldiers. He isn't the only one. And it had become such an issue that now you have groups of people actively investigating, air quotes on that, actively investigating to see if this is actually an issue. So it got so bad that niggas have to sit down and had to think amongst themselves to realize that yes, black men are being targeted in Louisiana. Why? Because as you'll see later on, Ronald Greene was 1 out of 4 black men who were attacked by by the race soldiers. He's 1 out of 4. And to my knowledge, he might be the only death done by the race soldiers. But regardless, this happened before. Greene's untimely death was captured into the national spotlight last month after the body cam footage was released. It is one of 4 incidents involving black men that the panel will investigate. Black men. Not just women, black men. And real quick, I want to talk about that. So, pretty much, the white supremacists have been making a joke out of us black men for centuries now. For so long, in fact, that this shit, like, they actually had stereotypes for us. That's how long it was. They actually had stereotypes. Right? And don't forget, too, just because this is revealed to be happening, don't sit there and think that Louisiana isn't the only state that does this. It's not. I promise you that. It's not. Because we as men have a long history regarding shit like this. Back in the day, there were films made that made us look stupid, fearful, cowardly. We couldn't even speak English very well, apparently. And the women, the black women, they were always headstrong, right? Always. Always. So this shit has been going on long before I was born, long before you was born, long before your mother was born. And they're doing this to beat us men down so that they can feel superior. Because that's what white supremacy is. It's superiority at the end of the day. It's a group of people whose self-esteem is so low that they need to beat down another race just to feel better about themselves. That's the core of white supremacy, in my opinion. Alright, let me keep going. Green's untimely death was captured into national spotlight last month after the body cam footage was released. Is one of 4 incidents involving black men that the panel will investigate. Another incident involves a motorist who was assaulted, tased, and hoisted by his braids. Another was beaten while handcuffed, and another sustained being hit at least 18 times with a flashlight. As many as a dozen white troopers from Louisiana, the race soldiers, they're the race soldiers, bro. Don't forget that. You see, white troopers. So automatically, that makes them the race soldiers at this point. I mean, it's basically guaranteed they were the race soldiers. And the reason they're doing this too, and the reason I keep on saying that over and over again, is because, as you heard before, this was only 1 out of 4 instances of this happening. Meaning that the race soldiers are basically saying, you know what, fuck it, we don't care anymore. And now they're actively going out there and attacking black men. They don't care anymore. After seeing what's happening with Derek Chauvin and the way white supremacy's grip on the nation is kind of loosening, they're just saying, fuck it. We're just going to do what we were trained to do. And that is going out and beating and or killing black men and women. But mainly black men right now. But I'm not knocking down my sisters. Not at all. This shit can very well happen to them too. And it probably did. Several times, in fact. Hundreds of times. Thousands. Like, they don't document this. They don't. All you got is statistics. But you will never see a website full of cops' names. You'll never see a website full of cops who were beating black men and women who didn't have a weapon on them and who wasn't resisting arrest prior to being approached. Even if they were, it doesn't matter if you know the cop is beating them bloody. You won't see that kind of website with the names and stuff and like their information, their basic information. Not even a phone number. I'm like name, last name, all that. You won't see that type of website because they cover this shit up. The FBI don't even do this. They don't track. As far as my knowledge goes, they don't track police officers who target people by race. They don't track that. Other places do, but not the FBI, which I find kind of strange. But you know what? It is what it is. But like, it's crazy. And another thing too I want to point out. Okay, listen to this. Oh wait, hold up. Okay, time regarding how long the investigation will take is not yet known, but the panel began their review a few weeks ago after the release of Green's arrest video. According to the AP, the panel consists of 7 members drawn from across the state police. In addition to reviewing the video footage, the panel is tasked with determining if officers acted unlawfully by obscuring evidence to fraud investigators, and will also examine if officers lean towards stopping black motorists on the road. I mean, it's basically guaranteed. Like I said before, guys, this shit is not only happening in Louisiana. This happens everywhere. This happens everywhere. I promise you that. Just like my Tulsa video, how I was like kind of scared to like say a lot of stuff, but basically, what happened in Tulsa happens several times in a lot of other towns, but you won't hear it because those towns covered it up and now it's lost in history. But Tulsa was not the was not the only place that were that committed a massacre involving black folk. It was not the only place. It was not. This happened several times before. But we won't know how many times and where because the evidence is lost. There's no newspaper, no, there's nothing. We're just now finding out that there's like maybe like one or two others, but exactly how many is not yet known. We never know. Because if it can happen in one town, what makes you think it can happen in several others? Green's family accuses law enforcement officials of a cover-up. As they said, I mean, this clearly was a cover-up. This clearly was. After they were intentionally told that Green died in a car crash following a high-speed chase. But after a 2-year fight, the video footage of his deadly arrest was released, showing officers as they repeatedly tased the 49-year-old, placing him in a chokehold, and dragged him by his ankles as he pleaded for his life and apologized. See, I told you, the race soldiers are out here now. They stopped giving a fuck. They are out here. Wait, this was before George Floyd. It was 2019. Okay. Yeah, that's my mistake, guys. That was way before George Floyd. That was 2019. So, back in the day, this is how bold they were. And probably still now. No, this shit probably didn't stop. But now they gotta be more careful, because now everyone's watching them. Now they got eyes everywhere. But yeah. This is how race soldiers truly behave. This right here is how they operate. This right here is how they truly operate. They had a mission, and they succeeded in that mission. But their job isn't done. That's the whole thing we gotta worry about. I don't know who these people up there. Can I pause this? There we go. Oh, guys, I want you to listen to this. I want you to pay attention to this. A medical examiner's autopsy reported obtained by the AP lists Green's cause of death as cocaine-induced agitated delirium complicated by a motor vehicle collision, physical struggle, afflicted head injury, and restraint. So they basically pulled a George Floyd before George Floyd was even a thing. That's what they did. Like, this shit goes way back. Right? And the funny thing, too, is you'll have people online, fucking white supremacists online, people who continuously will bend down and get fucked by law enforcement as long as they make the people with a badge happy. That's what they would do. And that's what they will continuously do, no matter what happens. And these type of people are still going online, typing that George Floyd died of overdose, he died of overdose, even though you have medical professionals saying otherwise, but it doesn't matter. Because to them, white supremacy can do no wrong. Another thing too, as soon as Derek Chauvin was charged, even after he was charged, they still online saying this. And I truly believe it's because they're scared and angry. They're scared because Derek Chauvin wasn't supposed to be charged. But since he was, it's showing them that the grip white supremacy has on this nation is not as strong as it was before. And also, they're scared because, like I said earlier, their superiority complex is basically what gives them meaning. So seeing that they can beat a black man and not always get away with it frightens them. So they'd rather sit down. They'd rather sit down and delude themselves to reality, because reality right now it's too tough. It's way too tough for white supremacists. It's way too tough. So to cope, they rather sit down and use their imagination and still like that. That's in order to feel that's in order to feel continuously superior to black men and women. That's the hard thing about it. It's tough luck. Even after I post this video, people are gonna still say he died of overdose, he died of overdose, he died of overdose. And you know what? You know what, fam? You know what? Don't even waste your time on those types of people, because nothing's going to change their mind. They are deluded too much. The law enforcement finger is way too far up in their own ass in order to pull out now. Pause. I mean, they're already a lost cause, so don't even waste your time. But this is the type of shit they will do every time there's a death of a black man. Every single time. They'll find some way to either mix it up or demoralize them. Every single time. And that's the thing we got to continuously fight against. Because the more we don't, the more that they will continuously do so. Because they see us, and they see we're clearly not doing anything about it, so they might as well. That's the thing. We can't let that shit happen. We can't let that shit happen. No officers have been arrested and charged in Green's death. I'm not surprised. One trooper, Corey York, this nigga sounds like a dog, was suspended without pay for 50 hours, and a second, Chris Hollingsworth, died before he could be terminated. Damn, hold up. Damn. One of the race officers died before he can even. Damn. That sucks. I ain't gonna cry over his death. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Skip. I'm showing no respect. Last week, state troopers terminated Dakota Moss, one of the officers who can be heard cursing at Green in the video. In September, a federal civil rights investigation was launched into Green's death. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. That don't mean nothing. It's all for so. It's basically all for so, bro. I don't mean nothing. I don't mean a goddamn thing. Because they did this before several times and ain't nothing happened. So don't let them make you think that they're actually taking time out their day to figure this shit out. They ain't. They're really not. Although after George Floyd, maybe they're a bit more conscious, and maybe like one or two of us will be charged, but not all of them. I can promise you that. Not all of them. Shit, one of them already died. That sucks. Oh yeah, I'm going to hell. I got no sympathy, bro. I got no. When a human being can treat another human being like that and just beat them over and over and over again, he's not a human being, so fuck him. And people, I know somebody's gonna be like, well, what about George Floyd and that girl? Like, here's the thing though. He didn't pull the trigger. Don't get me wrong. He shouldn't have done that shit to begin with. I'm not supporting that. But the thing between them and Floyd is, as far as my knowledge goes, he ain't beat anyone for 40 minutes straight. I mean, that nigga has issues, correct. I ain't knocking that down. But at the same time, what makes Floyd different from these people is that they're police officers, right? And their job is to protect and serve. But instead of protecting or serving, they're beating and killing. That's literally their job. Look forward, at the end of the day, he's just a civilian. That's the difference between the two. Civilian, so-called trained professional. Big difference. Big difference. So, yeah. Chris Hollingsworth, may you rest in peace, my nigga. Because I sure as hell ain't going to your funeral, even though I wasn't invited in the first place. Niggas gonna smoke a Chris Hollingworth pack. I can already see it now, bro. They're gonna be smoking Chris Hollingworth packs. On God, bro. On God. On God, bro. I got no sympathy, bro. I got no sympathy, bro. Damn. But okay, all right. Let me get serious. I'm fucking around too much. So what can we take from this video? Like I already told y'all, what's happening in Louisiana is not the only place that does this. I promise you that. It's not the only place. This has been going on for centuries now. This is why I support self-defense. If someone is attacking you, it doesn't matter if they're a police officer, it doesn't matter if they're a soldier, it doesn't matter who they are. If they're attacking you, you have the right to defend yourself in that moment. You have a right to defend yourself no matter what it takes. No matter what it takes. It doesn't matter. I keep saying this so y'all can get, so it can get drilled in y'all head. It doesn't matter what it takes. If someone's out here and they're attacking you, intending to harm you, you have the right to harm them back if necessary, and even worse. Like the same thing with people who protest. If you're protesting peacefully, and your cop shows up, and all of a sudden they just start shooting rubber bullets at you for no particular reason, you have a right as a United States citizen to defend yourself. It doesn't matter who they are. You have that right to defend yourself. You have that right. That is your right. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter whatsoever. If they fuck with you first, you have the right to see it through. We have a right to be armed as well. Although with fucking Biden in office, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Because this nigga, he's preaching stricter gun laws, stricter gun laws, stricter gun laws. Like, shut the fuck up. I can't believe what I did, bro. I said, I'm gonna talk about that in another video, but I was a dumb nigga. Like, for real. I was dumb. I'm never making that same mistake again. But yeah. We have a right. You have a right to defend yourself, and you have a right to be armed. But with that being said, guys, I actually got like a few more videos that's gonna be out. Maybe not right after this video, but I'm definitely gonna work on them. And these videos are very important because they don't teach you this in school. And you didn't see this on the news or any type of media whatsoever. So those videos are going to be out shortly. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching. And with that with that said, this is your boy Stutter Guy, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace. Black first.